A warm greeting flows to you like soft sunlight at dawn. Take in a gentle breath through the nose, hold it for a quiet count of 3, and let it move out through parted lips. Feel the shoulders settle a little lower. This shared pause is our invitation to step away from urgency. Whatever stirred in your mind before you pressed play can wait at the door. Here, there is room to rest, to listen, and to discover. Many carry a quiet ache, a wish for life to feel kinder, richer, easier. Perhaps that ache sits with you now. Know that it is welcome, for every longing is evidence of life reaching for greater expression through you. Together we will explore how a single inner picture can lift that longing into gentle realization. Let your heartbeat be the drum that guides us. With each pulse, sense my voice as a friend's hand, steady and sure. Breathe in once more and notice the air as it brushes the back of your throat. A tiny detail, yet it reminds us that life is always arriving fresh inside us. Your body already knows how to renew itself. Your mind can learn the same grace. There is no need to force change or chase approval. Instead, we will allow a tender clarity to form within. Picture sitting by a still pond at dusk. The surface mirrors the sky only when it is calm. In the same way, your inner world reflects your next experience when your thoughts grow still and kind. Let us choose kindness now. Offer a gentle phrase inward. I open my heart to peace. Feel how those words settle into the chest like a warm stone. You have begun the journey simply by tuning to this softness. Pause and notice subtle sensations inside, perhaps warmth in the palms or a loosening behind the eyes. These signals show that the body listens to every word you speak to it. When thoughts whisper encouragement, muscles release old gripping. When thoughts rehearse fear, the stomach tightens as if bracing for a storm. By noticing this intimate dance, you claim a beautiful power, the power to guide your own chemistry with loving ideas. Today we lean into that power carefully, the way a gardener kneels beside tender sprouts. Let me share how I learned to trust inner pictures. Years ago, I would sit quietly in a small room each morning, eyes closed, hands resting on my lap. Instead of replaying yesterday's concerns, I asked my mind for one image of ease. Sometimes a small bud opening, sometimes a doorway flooded with sunrise. No words, no plan, just the feeling that the scene brought. Later, when life presented choices, I sensed whether they matched the morning picture. If they did, my body felt light, like floating silk. If they did not, I felt a constriction near the ribs. In this simple way, the body became a compass, and the picture became a map. You can allow the same wisdom to guide you. Stay with your breath and sense the weight of your feet or legs against the surface beneath you. Grounding helps the mind feel safe enough to let go of excess noise. Tell yourself softly, it is safe to relax for these moments. As that sentence echoes inside, notice any resistance melting by degrees. Even if only a little softening comes, celebrate it. Small openings lead to wider doors. You are doing beautifully. Let the final breath of this opening segment be a conscious release. Exhale through pursed lips as if cooling a spoonful of tea. Feel the rib cage draw inward, the belly soften. A new quiet has arrived. Hold it gently. Our shared time has begun, and your willingness is the most important ingredient. We move forward with calm curiosity, ready to see what fresh picture life will paint inside you. The journey into inner vision is simpler than many believe. Thoughts are much like brush strokes on an invisible canvas, and feelings are the colors those strokes create. When you choose a clear thought with care, emotion brightens to match. This partnership is sacred. Close the eyes now, if that feels comfortable, and sense a blank space behind the forehead, wide and open like a twilight sky just before the first stars appear. In this spaciousness, you may detect a faint glow, perhaps a color you enjoy, or a soft shape that drifts closer. Allow it to emerge without pushing. Guidance never shouts. It arrives as a gentle suggestion. Consider a tender story of soil and seed. A gardener presses a tiny seed into the earth not because a blossom is visible, but because the vision of a blossom exists firmly within the mind. The gardener waters, tends, and trusts the unseen work beneath the surface. Your mind is that fertile soil, and your intentional picture is the seed. When the seed suits the climate of love and trust, roots descend, and soon a stem breaks ground. No part of this process forces the plant. It simply supplies what life already understands how to do. Likewise, your picture does not need wrestling, it needs welcoming. Spend several breaths noticing how that idea feels. Some confuse vivid wishing with intentional seeing. Wishing can drift without anchor, carried by winds of doubt. Intentional seeing settles deep, accompanied by a bodily yes, shoulders soft, breath steady. You know you are in intentional seeing when the picture fills you with quiet certainty instead of restless hope. If you sense restlessness, guide yourself back by describing the scene with gentle details, the hue of light, the scent in the air, the texture beneath your feet. These small notes coax the mind into presence, where creation truly begins. Now allow one image of contentment to rise, perhaps you sitting in a sunlit room reading a favorite book or walking along a path lined with friendly trees. Let the scene glow behind closed lids. Notice what your heart does. Does it lift? Do you feel warmth? That warmth is the signal that your nervous system recognizes safety. Each time you bask in it, you teach your biology that contentment is familiar territory. Hold the picture for a count of 10 quiet breaths, yet do not cling. If it drifts away, welcome the ebb. The tide recedes only to gather fresh energy for its return. Trust the rhythm. This gentle ebb shows the mind practicing flexibility, which is essential for lasting peace. There is no rush to master this practice. A small lantern lights your way as surely as a full sunrise. Give yourself permission to ease into clarity at your pace. Speak inwardly, I am patient with my growth. Feel that sentence unfurl like a ribbon down the spine. Your inner world listens closely and believes what you say. You may notice the body expressing agreement through a relaxed jaw or fingers uncurling. Honor these subtle nods. They reveal the deep partnership between thought and cell, a partnership we will cherish throughout our time together. When the body feels safe, the mind explores with courage. This courage is the quiet foundation upon which life can rearrange itself around your lovely new picture. Let us slowly open the eyes, yet keep the softened gaze that came with the inner scene. See your surroundings as extensions of that calm space. Light on the wall, texture of fabric, perhaps a gentle hum in the room, all part of a current that carries your vision forward. You have begun to sense that seen and unseen are two sides of one page. Before we move on, press your feet gently into the ground. Feel solidity. This anchor reminds the mind that lofty visions and grounded living are allies, not opposites. It is time to prepare the soil further by clearing old debris. Our next moments focus on creating space for the picture to take root and breathe freely. Life speaks through thoughts, sensations, and the quiet whispers we sometimes overlook. Unkind thoughts crowd this inner garden like weeds, blocking light from tender sprouts of hope. Clearing space is not a harsh act, it is a loving choice. Begin by sitting upright yet easy, hands resting where they fall naturally. Notice any loop of thinking that feels heavy. It might be a sentence like, "I never get things right," or "good things skip over me." Allow one such sentence to drift up into awareness without shame. Holding it in gentle view, breathe in slowly. As you breathe out, picture the words dissolving into small sparks of light that float away. Feel the shoulders sag a fraction more as the phrase loses its grip. Take this moment to engage in a simple mental tidy-up. Turn your focus toward the mirror of your mind and speak quietly within. "I am willing to release thoughts that dim my light." Hear those words as though spoken by a trusted guide. Let them echo through the chest cavity, clearing stale air from hidden corners of the heart. Perhaps a fresh feeling enters, relief, curiosity, or a slight lifting behind the cheekbones. Celebrate that shift, no matter how small. Each tiny clearing makes room for greater ease. Reach for a writing surface nearby, or simply imagine a page opening before you. Allow the hand or mind to jot down one belief that no longer serves. Approach it not as a scolded child, but as a leaf that has finished its season. Thank the old belief for attempting to keep you safe, then release it. You might say within, "Thank you for your service. I set you free." Feel a gentle spaciousness ripple through your torso, as though windows have been opened in a once closed room. Now turn the attention toward a positive phrase that feels truthful today. It could be as simple as, "I am becoming kinder to myself," or "I am learning to trust my life." Speak it softly. Allow it to settle behind the breastbone like a warm cup held close. Observe how muscles respond. A tiny smile might form without effort. The body notices stories that uplift and offers a soft yes in return. This yes is the soil where new pictures grow strong roots. Pause for 2 slow minutes of silence, or as long as you need, letting each breath carry out fragments of old doubt and draw in fresh clarity. If thoughts wander back to familiar worries, greet them with kindness and escort them to the door the way you might guide a guest gently when it is time for them to leave. No judgment, only loving firmness. Over time, those guests will visit less often, choosing rooms where their energy belongs. A brief mirror moment can deepen the clearing. If a reflective surface is near, look into your own eyes softly. If not, simply visualize your reflection. Say without hurry, "I am here for you. We are safe. We are growing." Let the words feel like cool water on warm skin. Witness any emotion that rises, tears, laughter, a sigh. All are signs of internal movement. To seal this clearing practice, roll the shoulders up toward the ears and let them drop. Then roll them back and down, as though clearing away dust. Feel the chest open subtly. Notice breath entering more freely. Acknowledge this shift with gratitude. Inner space is now greater than before. Your new picture will breathe easier here. Carry forward an awareness that thought and body are forever partners in the dance of living. By choosing thoughts that uplift, you invite muscles to relax, organs to function with ease, and energy to flow. You have just completed a loving act of self-care that requires no external tool, only willingness. Keep that knowledge close as we continue. There is more to nurture, more to receive, yet for now, rest in this fresh clarity. Your inner garden awaits the next tender seed. Now that there is more room inside, let us gently plant something beautiful. You are the one who tends the garden of your inner world, and with each thought, each feeling, you shape the soil. This is where affirmations come into their fullest power, not as magic spells, but as soft, steady water for the seeds you've chosen to grow. When you say something kind and true about yourself, especially when your mind doesn't fully believe it yet, you send a new signal to every cell in your body. The cells do not argue, they listen. They respond with openness, relaxation, and readiness. Let us begin now with a few simple affirmations that support your vision. You may speak them quietly aloud or repeat them silently. Let each phrase flow slowly as though you are pouring warm oil into your thoughts. I am safe to picture a beautiful life. Feel how that sentence lands. Does the breath deepen? Do the eyes soften? Say it again if it feels good. I am safe to picture a beautiful life. You are not asking for permission from anyone else. You are giving it to yourself. Next, it's okay to want something more. This one may feel tender. Sometimes we have learned to shrink our desires to fit what others find acceptable, but your soul came here to expand. Whisper gently, it's okay to want something more. Allow your nervous system to rest in those words. You're not greedy, you're alive. Now place one hand on the chest if it feels comfortable. Say softly, I am willing to see with love. This is not just about seeing others with love. It's also about seeing your future, your dreams, your hopes through loving eyes. When you do that, the picture becomes clearer. There is less fog, less doubt, only trust slowly blooming. These affirmations can be spoken each morning before bed or when the day feels too heavy. You do not need to repeat them endlessly. Let them be gentle invitations, not demands. Speak them when you want to come home to yourself. With time, they begin to weave themselves into your thoughts automatically, and that is when real change begins, quietly, without force. When practicing visualization, it's helpful to pair it with these affirmations. Let them set the tone. For example, before you close your eyes and picture something you want to experience, you might begin by saying, I am open to receive with ease, then breathe, then see. You are preparing the space and inviting life to co-create with you. Let's try something simple together now. Sit or lie comfortably. Allow the shoulders to drop slightly. Let the jaw be soft. Close the eyes if you wish. Begin with the breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Feel the rhythm. Feel yourself arriving. Now speak inwardly. It is safe to imagine something new. Then allow a picture to form, not one you chase, but one that gently arrives. It might be a place, a feeling, a glimpse of joy. Don't judge it. Let it unfold naturally, like petals opening to sunlight. Stay with it for a few slow breaths. Notice what you feel in the body. Warmth, ease, openness. This is the body agreeing with your vision. If the image fades or shifts, that's okay. Don't chase it. Simply breathe and say again, it is safe to imagine something new. Let this be your starting place each day. This small ritual only takes a few moments, yet it opens the door to powerful inner shifts. You can deepen your connection to your inner picture by keeping a small notebook nearby. Each morning or evening, write down what you saw or felt during your visualization. Even if it's just a word, a color, or a single sentence, let it be enough. Over time, you'll begin to notice patterns, signals from your inner self about where your joy lives. This is your map unfolding in your own handwriting. There is no right or wrong way to visualize. You don't need special music or perfect focus. You simply need willingness and a soft heart. Begin with what brings you peace. A quiet beach, a cozy room, a future moment of deep contentment. See it, feel it, and then, most importantly, allow it. That's the secret. Don't chase it. Allow it. Life responds not to our pressure, but to our openness. The more you let your body relax while you visualize, the more clearly your energy speaks to the universe. This is not performance. This is partnership. You are not trying to control the picture. You are welcoming it. Now gently open the eyes if they've been closed. Look around your space. Let your gaze be soft. You've just taken a meaningful step. You've begun to reteach your mind what's possible, not through force, but through love. As we begin to notice how inner pictures affect our feelings, it becomes easier to understand just how connected our minds and bodies are. Every thought is like a messenger traveling quickly through the nervous system. If the thought is loving, the body often responds with relief, with openness. If the thought is fearful or harsh, the body may tense, close off, or feel tight. This awareness helps us check in, not with judgment, but with compassion. Take a moment now and gently scan your body from head to toe. No need to move, just notice. Is there tightness anywhere? A dull ache? Perhaps the forehead is furrowed or the shoulders slightly raised. Maybe the stomach feels a bit unsettled. Each of these sensations is a note, a way your body speaks to you. You can respond with kindness. Whisper inside, "I'm listening." Let's do a little practice together. Close the eyes again if that feels okay. Bring to mind one image that felt good during your last visualization. A peaceful place, a comforting feeling, something soft. As you hold that image, check in with your body. Does the breath slow? Does the jaw soften? These are signs that your body is saying yes. It recognizes the feeling as safe. Now shift to a thought that brings some tension, perhaps an old worry or doubt. Notice how the body reacts. Maybe the chest tightens or the breath becomes shallow. This isn't a failure, it's information. You're learning to read your own inner weather. And once you see the storm, you can choose shelter. Say softly to yourself, "I can choose new thoughts." Let that settle in. You're not erasing anything. You're adding something new. You are giving the body a new signal to follow. Our bodies have great wisdom. When we feed them with loving thoughts, they open. Digestion improves. Sleep deepens. The heart beats more evenly. These are not small miracles. They are signs that your inner and outer worlds are beginning to align. It's also helpful to use simple movements to support visualization. A gentle shoulder roll, a long stretch, even placing your hand on your heart. These acts tell the body, we are safe now. We are creating something new. They reinforce the message of the mind with physical signals. Sometimes it helps to sit with your vision and lightly press the feet into the floor, feeling that grounded support. This tells the whole system, I can dream and stay present. You do not have to float away to imagine something better. You can remain rooted and receive it. Whenever doubt creeps in, and it will from time to time, come back to the body. Ask, what is this thought doing to my chest, my breath, my shoulders? And then ask gently, what would a softer thought feel like? Let the answer come through sensation, not just logic. You're learning a new language, the language of the body's response to thought. And in this language, love always speaks clearly. Let's try a little breath work now. Inhale slowly and say in your mind, I breathe in trust. Hold it for a moment. Exhale and think, I let go of fear. Try that 3 more times. Feel what shifts, maybe just a little, maybe a lot, but always in the direction of peace. In time, your body becomes your ally in manifestation. It will alert you when something feels aligned and when something is pulling you off course. It becomes a compass, not of fear, but of truth. You can trust it. It was made to help you move toward your vision, step by gentle step. As we continue, carry this understanding. Your thoughts are not floating alone in your head. They land softly or sharply throughout your whole being, and when you choose to think with love, the body sighs in relief. That sigh is your signal that life is beginning to rearrange itself around a new, kinder picture. The affirmations, the imagery, the breath, these are not just practices. They are bridges between what is and what can be. You are learning how to walk across those bridges with grace, and your body walks with you, every step, every breath, every gentle thought. Let us now bring gentle awareness to the rhythm of your day, the spaces in which your vision breathes, moves, and takes shape. You may be wondering, when is the right time to visualize, and how to do it with ease rather than pressure? The truth is, you are never far from the perfect moment. Each morning, before the world begins to pull on your attention, there is a window, a few quiet minutes when your mind is open and your heart is tender. This is a precious time to plant the seeds of your inner vision. You can begin by placing your hand gently on your heart, closing your eyes, and saying softly, "Today, I welcome the life I see within." Then let an image arise. Don't chase it. Just allow it to come, like the morning light slipping through the curtains. Visualization is not about forcing the mind to hold a picture. It is about creating a space inside where a new picture feels welcome. Think of it like opening the windows to let in fresh air. Your role is to open the space. Life will provide the breeze. Some like to visualize in the evening before sleep. This is another lovely time because the mind is naturally slowing down and your thoughts become more receptive. Before bed, light a candle or simply sit in a quiet room. Place a few words in your heart. As I sleep, my vision grows roots. Picture your desire gently blooming. Feel the joy, the peace, the sense of rightness. Let it be enough. You do not need to know how or when it will appear. You are simply holding the shape of it, like a cup ready to receive. A visualization practice doesn't need to be long. Even 2 to 5 minutes can be powerful. What matters most is your emotional presence. It is not the length of time, but the quality of attention. The clearer and kinder your feelings, the stronger the signal you send out. Think of this like tuning a musical instrument. When you strike the right note, the sound carries far. You might also keep a small journal by your bed or favorite chair. In it, you can draw or write about your vision, not just the outer parts, like what it looks like, but the inner parts, how it feels. Does it bring a sense of peace, excitement, relief? Write down the details that stir your heart. When you revisit these pages, they become reminders of what is real within you, even before it shows up around you. If you enjoy art, you might clip pictures from magazines or print images that match your vision. Place them where your eyes can meet them gently each day. These visual cues act as gentle nudges to the mind. This is where we're going. This is what we're welcoming. You can also speak a phrase aloud as you look at your images. Life is bringing this to me in loving and surprising ways. Let it feel natural. Let it feel good. If at any point your visualization feels forced or stressful, pause, step away and return later with a softer heart. There is no competition, no race. Life responds to your joy, not your effort. Be gentle with yourself. Your imagination is a sacred space, not a factory. Now let's take a moment to experience this together. Sit comfortably. Let the breath slow. Speak softly within. I am now tuning into the life I love. Picture yourself in a place where you feel deeply fulfilled. What do you see? Who is around you, or are you alone and at peace? What does the air feel like? What are you doing in this picture that brings you contentment? Stay here for a few quiet breaths and then whisper inside, "This is possible for me." Feel the truth of those words ripple through your body. And now we begin to explore something very special, the way your body acts as a compass. The body is so wise. It lets us know when we are aligned with our vision and when we are not. When something is right for you, your body feels calm, safe, open. When something is not aligned, you might feel tightness, heaviness, or restlessness. These are not bad signs. They are guides. One way to listen is through a short body scan. You might close your eyes and bring your attention slowly from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. As you imagine your vision, how does the body respond? Does the chest lift? Does the breath become smoother? These are yes signals. If you feel tension or doubt, pause and offer yourself reassurance. Say, "It's okay to feel unsure. I'm learning to trust myself." You can also use affirmations here that help the body release resistance. Try these. I allow my body to feel safe as I grow. My body understands the joy of receiving. I trust what I feel. Say them slowly, feeling each one settle into the body like warm tea on a cool morning. This inner trust is essential. When you trust your feelings, you stop needing permission from others. You no longer override your instincts. You become your own safe space. Let's bring a little movement into this practice. Gently roll your shoulders back. Tilt your head slightly side to side. Place one hand on your stomach and the other on your heart. Breathe. Say softly, "This is my home. I belong in this body. I honor what it tells me." These moments of quiet listening will help you receive clearer guidance as you move through the world. When life brings choices or crossroads, return to the body. Ask, "Does this feel like my vision, or does it take me away from it?" Over time, this becomes a natural process. You learn to trust your body's language the way a sailor trusts the wind, not as something to fear, but as something that helps you move forward with grace. And now, as we gently expand your vision, it becomes time to let go of the need to control. This is the softest and most powerful part of the process, allowing. You have seen your vision, you have felt it, you have made space. Now you open your hands and trust life to arrange the details. Let us begin this with a few gentle affirmations. Whisper them slowly. I trust life to guide me lovingly. I allow the universe to surprise me in joyful ways. I am open to receive what is right for me. These are the affirmations of surrender, not of giving up, but of giving over. There is a difference. When we surrender, we say, "I've done my part. Now I let life do its part." This is where grace lives. In this quiet allowing, you make room for the unexpected, the miraculous. When you find yourself worrying or overthinking, place one hand on your heart and say, "I release the how. I rest in the now." Then breathe deeply. Come back to your center. You are not meant to do it all. You are meant to align and then receive. Sometimes life takes a little time to rearrange. Imagine asking for a new piece of furniture in a room. Before it can arrive, the old one must be cleared. The space may look empty for a little while, but that doesn't mean nothing is happening. It means preparation is underway. Trust the space. Trust the stillness. Each day, you can reinforce your allowing by doing one small thing that matches the feeling of your vision. Maybe it's lighting a candle, wearing a color that uplifts you, writing a note of appreciation, taking a walk while holding your vision gently in your heart. These actions tell the universe, I'm ready, I'm making room. And when you do these things consistently, with joy, not pressure, you begin to live as if your vision is already here. This is the true power of alignment. You become the person who already feels the peace, the love, the abundance, and life will match that vibration. Let your breath now become a little slower, a little softer. Feel how far you've come in this gentle practice. You've connected to your vision. You've cleared space for it. You've affirmed it, visualized it, felt it, and released it. You have done so much with so much love. Let us complete our time together by giving thanks, not just for what is coming, but for the journey itself. Gratitude is the energy that seals your vision with joy. Say quietly now, thank you, life, for supporting my dreams. Thank you, body, for guiding me. Thank you, mind, for choosing peace. Close your eyes and think of 3 things you are grateful for right now. They may be small: a warm drink, a soft pillow, a kind thought. Let the feeling of thankfulness bloom in your chest. This feeling is what invites more of what you love into your life. Your journey doesn't end here. Each time you return to your inner vision, each time you speak a kind word to yourself, each time you let go of fear and choose faith, you are creating, you are transforming, you are growing. And so I leave you with this final affirmation. I see with love, I feel with trust, I live with peace, and life rearranges itself to meet me there. Repeat it as often as you like. Let it become the rhythm of your heart. You are doing beautifully, dear one. Life hears you. Life sees you. Life is already moving on your behalf. Be gentle, be open, and let it come.